just love this.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Daddy would just let us get hitched and we could start our lives already.
We could just run away, you know. Head up to Canada. Your daddy couldn't do nothing about it once we crossed the border.
And how are we going to get up to Canada without a chariot?
Well, he's been planning that big trip up to Oregon. We could just take the car while he's sleeping.
And what about money?
Didn't you say he's got some money?
Well, yeah, I think so. But I ain't got a way to get to it. Ain't no easy way, anyway.
What you mean?
In the bank. In stocks in some mining company.
Think he's got that will to you?
Maybe.
Oh, Wilda Reems. Get your butt over here. I told you not to be hanging around that boy alone.
Daddy, this ain't nothing new. We've been dating for a while now.
You're only 14 years old, Wilda. He's nearly twice your age. Merle, you damn well know the rules for courting my daughter. And you best be respecting those rules if you know what's good for you.
Yes, sir.
Leroy and Wilda Reems were living in Manhattan, Montana. It's late 1950. And Wilda isn't doing great in school. She's fallen in love with this worker named Merle Williams. You know, they're living in this little tiny cabin. Just things aren't going great. There were rumors that Leroy was physically and sexually abusing Wilda, and that really obviously bothers Merle. The couple are frustrated that they're not getting permission to marry. That's sort of the crux that this whole case turns on, is that Leroy is not letting them get married. So one day, Merle and Wilda, they go to Maryland's cafe and they sit down and they start talking about how do we get around Dad's rule.
Don't wanna be a one-man woman.
What if we just off him?
Off him? You mean kill him?
We can make it look like an accident. You don't need him no more, Wilda. Hell, I pay most of the bills anyways. He just gambles it. We could do it on the way to Oregon. A few days travel, plenty of stops along the way. Wilda, ain't you got a thought?
I ain't got a thought one way or another.
Don't you want to get married?
You know I do, more than anything.
Well, I don't see any other way for us to get hitched without him out of the picture.
I just want to be with you, Merle. Any way we can make that happen.
This way we can be together, and we'll have money to live our lives. With you as my wife.
Plan at this point, they before they leave, Wilda and Merle sit down and they decide, like, on this trip is when we're gonna kill him. And then, you know, after that, like, it was almost like we'll figure out what to do once that happens. There wasn't a plan of like, we'll kill him and then we'll go to this place. They start on the trip and there's several points where Merle says, like, I was gonna kill him at that point, but I didn't.
Funny thing about fighting in a war is getting used to seeing people die. Doesn't even bother you after a while. And taking someone's life, not just another part of your day. It's like drinking a glass of water or holding your sweetheart's hand. Merle? Best be taking care of your business now, too. So we got a long way to go. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Even if that does mean you're pissing your pants. And around my daughter, you best keep it in your pants. Even if you are pissing. You understand? Good boy. Now hurry it up, we got a long way to go.
After they leave Craters of the Moon, they stop in Cary, Idaho, and Leroy goes with her to this basically a 1950s convenience store, and buys her some candy. And she goes back to the car, and Leroy takes a little bit longer. So she gets to the car and is talking with Merle, and they decide tonight is the night that we're going to kill him. They only drive really a couple miles. They drive into Lincoln County, about 5 miles into Lincoln County, and they pull over and start to sleep.
I can't get up. I think you're gonna have to get out too.
That better.
You're gonna get blood all over you down there. Come on, help me. Get him up.
All Wilda said of the motivation: it was okay with me at all times for Merle to do away with my dad. The reason to get rid of dad was so Merle could have me. In her mind, end of story. This whole crime was so that she and Merle could be together.
She's my